What's good, YouTube? It's Justice. I used to be Pay, and today I'm back with another video. And I'm going to try to make this one a little bit shorter than my normal videos because I do like to ramble a little bit. And I just want to say real quick, thank you for all the love and support recently on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. It's cool to see this channel kind of go up. And also leave a like and leave a subscribe. I'm trying to pay off this college tuition, so help a brother out. But today I'm going to be talking about Gunna and how everyone loves him. Like, everyone loves Gunna. Now, Gunna's always been an internet darling. Like, everyone on the internet loves Gunna. That's always been a thing. It's not really, like, really strange that Gunna is getting this love, I guess. But I just didn't expect it to this extent. Like, I didn't know that people on the internet loved Gunna this much. Like, I didn't know it was this deep. Like, I just truly underestimated how much people loved Gunna. I knew that regardless of what happened in the YSL case and the snitching and all that, that Gunna would probably be successful in his career. Like, I didn't expect him to just get out of jail and completely flop and everyone, you know, not like Gunna and everyone say, oh, stay away from his music. Like, I didn't expect that, but I just did not expect this level of success. And honestly, it feels like people want to see Gunna succeed more than they want to see Baby or even Young Thug succeed at this point. And it feels like, to a certain extent, the internet has kind of turned, especially on Lil Baby, for sure. I literally made a video on it, but kind of on Young Thug as well. Like, it really feels like people have taken Gunna's sides, at least the fans have all taken Gunna's side. You know, they've also kind of been going at Lil Durk a little bit, but Lil Durk is somebody that's constantly getting hated on. Like, he's kind of polarizing anyway, so I'm not really surprised that people favor Gunna over him, but over Baby and Thug is kind of crazy to me. Like, again, I know we're not in the streets. I don't expect people to be like, oh, I'm not listening to Gunna because he snitched, but I would at least expect people to be a little bit more favorable towards Young Thug in this situation because he was the one that got snitched on. And Young Thug has been around for so long. Young Thug has been an influential person in this generation of music. Young Thug has introduced us to so many artists and put so many artists on and just kind of stuck his neck out there for so many people that I expected fans to really stay kind of on his side of things. Even though they love Gunna and they listen to Gunna's music, I thought that most of the support would be surrounding Young Thug, but I was completely off. Like, I missed the mark by a mile. And I think it's mostly just due to the fact that Gunna makes great music. And when you make great music, people will take your side on anything. We've seen that with R. Kelly and others. Now, obviously, Gunna's not as bad as R. Kelly. I'm not trying to say that, but if you just look at those examples, you'll see that even when people do despicable things, if the music is good, they'll have an army of support regardless. Like, doesn't matter what you've done. And Gunna just dropped a great album. It's probably the best rap album that's been dropped this year. It's a great project. Like, you can't deny that Gunna makes good music. Obviously, it's subjective and you can, but like, just for the most part, if you really like rap music, you'd probably agree that Gunna makes great music. And then to follow up Gunna's album, Young Thug just dropped an album the next weekend, and people didn't really like it as much. I personally actually like the album a lot. I'm not really sure why there's so much hate for it. I guess I just have a different taste than most people, but a lot of people have really not liked this Young Thug album. But the one thing that is a consistent between everybody who does not like this Young Thug album is the first thing that they say is, yeah, this Young Thug album, it was kind of mid, wasn't that great. But Gunna's album is way better. Like, Gunna's album is way better than this album. Like, Young Thug's album is not good at all. Gunna's album is great. So, you know, like, that's the first thing that people say when they talk about both of these albums, especially Young Thug's. The first thing they say when they mention Young Thug's album is, it's not better than Gunna's. That's like the first thing that everyone has been mentioning whenever they talk about Young Thug's album. Even if they liked it, they'll say, yeah, it was cool, but Gunna's album was way better. Just completely unprovoked. Now, obviously, those two are connected via YSL in this whole situation, but it's just crazy how the first thing almost everyone says when they review this project is, Young Thug's album wasn't that good. Gunna's album was way better. And you'll see a whole bunch of memes on Twitter like, oh, Young Thug's album needed Gunna. Young Thug needed Gunna. Thug's about to sell 87K first week. Gunna basically did that with no features, no promos, no industry support. And it's like, it's just really weird, like, how people are using Gunna, or I guess I wouldn't say using Gunna. They're using Young Thug to boost Gunna, but by using Young Thug, they're also kind of bashing him. And it's really weird, like, to use Young Thug to prop up Gunna, like, to kind of, like, push Thug down to put up. It's really weird. Like, and I know that they're going back and forth. There's kind of been a line drawn in the sand between those two camps. But it's just really interesting to see how the internet has essentially, like, almost unanimously taken Gunna's side in pretty much everything. And I get it. Again, we're not in the streets. I don't care about snitching. That doesn't have any effect on me in terms of how I listen to your music or if I listen to your music. And for a majority of fans, that doesn't affect them either. It's just really funny. Like, nobody's even really making fun of him anymore. Like, it's crazy. Like, any situation where somebody like snitches or anything like that comes out, like, there would be memes for years about that person snitching. And I mean, of course there are some Gunna snitching memes, but there honestly hasn't even been that many. Like, there's not that much anti-Gunna stuff on the internet right now. Even like jokes, like not even just like I want people to hate on Gunna, but even like jokes that you'd expect to see from somebody, or jokes you'd expect to see when somebody snitches, like they're not even really there like that. Like, Gunna in 2020 was more hated than Gunna now, and Gunna in 2020 was still loved, but people were making the fat jokes and stuff like that. But those Gunna slander videos, there are way more of those than any slander about him like snitching or whatever. Like, it's like, in people's eyes, like, him being fat was worse than like the snitching stuff, which is kind of funny. Like, obviously, again, you shouldn't care about snitching, and you shouldn't care if Gunna's fat or not. But it's just like, that is what the internet really held on to and held against Gunna and would not let him sleep about. Like, they were on Gunna's neck when Gunna was fat. They were just making fun of him all day, every day. But he snitched, and nobody really cares. Like, nobody's even making jokes about it. It's just crazy to see how the internet is working right now. Now, I'm not saying I want Gunna to be hated on, but I just did not expect this level of support. Like, a video came out with Gunna on a yacht with that girl he shouted out in the song. I think her name is P. Liddy, and she is like the BBL of death, right? And so people are in the comment section like, hey, the streets wanted Gunna to be in jail instead of on a yacht with BBL girls? Hey, I would have snitched too. And the memes about like, oh, like Gunna didn't snitch on me, and like, you know, I would have snitched too, and who would rather be in jail than on a yacht with girls with BBL? Like, the memes are funny. It's funny. Like, I'm not saying that the jokes shouldn't be made, but it's just like interesting because the jokes typically would be on the other side making fun of Gunna for snitching, but now we're laughing at the fact that people even wanted him to stay solid. Now, and that just does not happen in rap. Like, it's just really interesting to see this. It's gotten so far that even some Gunna fans have kind of become delusional about the situation when it comes to like Gunna and Young Thug. Of course, in the beginning, they're like, oh, well, maybe Thug told him to tell or whatever. Maybe Thug told him to snitch. And there was like this whole debacle about, does Young Thug actually mess with Gunna? Are they, still cool? Are they still in business with each other? Like, what's going on with that situation? And Gunna fans have been pushing this whole thing like, nah, they're cool. And, we didn't really know for sure. I mean, I think the industry and all the rappers that love Young Thug kind of distancing themselves from Gunna was probably a big enough clue, but we didn't really know for sure, right? But then those two audios leak of the jail calls where Young Thug basically tells Dirk and Baby that if they're going to respond to Gunna, he wants them to do it on his album. And people saw that and they didn't really know what to say at first, but then Young Thug's sister came out and said it's AI, and now they've just ran with it. Like, look, it's AI. Young Thug's sister said so. Like, it's AI, guys. 100% it's AI. Like, Young Thug's sister would not lie. Like, and it's like, I mean, okay, yeah. There is no Dirk and Baby song on the album where they're responding to Gunna, so, that's a fair point to bring up. But that call is not AI. Young Thug is literally on that call stuttering and clearing his throat. Like, that's not AI. Young Thug's sister probably said it was AI just to try to get people to leave it alone. And, it's probably not that good of a look when, a guy who's fighting a RICO charge is, telling other rappers to kind of respond to the guy who snitched on him in that charge. The state might try to flip that and be like, oh, look, this is witness tampering. This is witness intimidation. This is him trying to use his YSL magical powers to get Young Thug, or to get Gunna to feel bad and to get Gunna to not want to respond in this trial, not want to testify. Like, they would probably spin it like that. So that's probably why she said it was AI. But come on now, y'all. Like, we know that's not AI. Like, I will show y'all a clip. I'm going to show y'all a clip of the little president's AI videos that people be making. And it's Obama, Trump, and Biden talking. And I want you to listen to this AI, and you can clearly hear this is AI. I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to play the Young Thug voice messages.
Guys want to hear a Riz joke?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Everybody's doing math the wrong way because all of you talk about X and Y, but nobody about you and I.
Damn, this one was nice.
Well, hear me out. Is your name Google? Because you have everything I'm searching for.
Oh, nice one.
Here's a black Riz. Are you water? Because I can't stop looking for you.
Damn, bro, this one was too much.
Seti Nash exclusive.
Yo, A-Wham, if you thinking about responding to the little that Buddy put out, I want you to respond on my album. I'm planning this I'm gonna drop this
Said he
spontaneous
exclusive.
album on the same day he dropped his album.
Exclusive.
Hey Dirt, I know I want you on. I'm dropping this this surprise album on the same day Buddy dropped his album. That shit coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to what that nigga saying or something, man, don't do it. Drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that fuck nigga dropped. Sing your verse in, bro. I want you and Wham on the same song. Sing your verse in. I love you, bro.
Now you can clearly hear that in the AI videos, it sounds like AI. Like, yeah, it sounds like Trump, Biden, and Obama, but you can tell that it's AI. You can tell that that's not really them. You're not about to sit up here and tell me that that Young Thug audio is not Young Thug. That sounds exactly like that man. He's coughing. He's got the same speech pattern. Like, bro, that's not AI. It's not. The Gunna fans who are saying it's AI, stop it. Come on now. Let's be realistic. Now we're just being a little delusional. So even when it comes to stuff like that, that feels pretty cut and dry, Gunna fans are like, nah, bro, nah. So it's just really interesting to see how much the internet loves Gunna. I like Gunna as well as an artist, like I really do. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say, don't listen to his music, he's a snitch. Like, I don't care. But it's just crazy. I did not expect this level of support for Gunna. I did not expect the internet to just unanimously take his side, even over a guy like Young Thug. And Young Thug does kind of suffer from the Chief Keef effect, which I've talked about before, and I'll talk about it again if y'all want me to. But man, it's just been crazy recently to see the amount of support that Gunna has been getting in his career. And man, he really is going to be perfectly fine as long as he stays, safe and nobody tries to harm him or anything. If he's just releasing his music and stuff, he's going to be perfectly fine because the internet loves that man. But that's the end of my video. Just wanted to get a quick video out there about how much Gunna love I've been seeing recently. It's kind of crazy. But if you agree, if you disagree, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think Gunna's a snitch and you'll never listen to a snitch and you're just too street for that, leave that comment down below too. I want to see it. But thank you so much if you made it this far. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great day. Peace.